Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Fun English Channel, the place where learning English feels natural, emotional, inspiring, and full of meaning. I'm Shakira, and today's lesson is one of the most powerful we've ever prepared for you.
What's up, Fun English family? The Rock here. And today we're talking about something deep, something personal, something big. How to talk about the most important day of your life in English.
This topic is magical because it connects your heart with your English. When something is emotional, your language flows more naturally.
And before we jump in, listen up. Si te gusta este contenido, if you love learning English with real stories, with real emotion, hit that subscribe button, give this video a big like, and share it with someone who needs inspiration today.
Your one click means the world to us, and it helps more learners around the world find this podcast. Talking about the most important day of your life in English is perfect because, 1, it's emotional, and emotion helps your brain learn faster. 2, it's personal. You remember tiny details, sights, sounds, feelings. 3, it's universal. Every person in the world has a meaningful day. 4, it helps you think in English because you describe images and emotions, not translations. 5, it makes you sound fluent. Native speakers talk about meaningful memories all the time.
And it helps you build confidence. When you can describe your biggest emotional moment in English, you can describe anything.
Let's warm up. Repeat after us. It was a day I'll never forget. It changed my life forever. It was a turning point. It marked a new chapter. It didn't feel real.
Now, emotions. My heart was racing. I felt overwhelmed. I was in shock. I couldn't stop smiling. I felt incredibly grateful.
Now reflection. Looking back, that day shaped who I am. It taught me something important.
To sound native, don't say, "On this day something important happened." Try these instead. Let me tell you about the most important day of my life. Everything changed on this one day. I didn't realize it back then, but looking back now, that day changed everything.
These openers immediately capture attention and set the emotional tone.
Shakira, everyone has to hear this one. It's legendary.
Okay. I was very young, still a kid with big dreams, notebooks full of songs, and a heart full of hope. One afternoon, I was in my bedroom doing homework. The radio was playing softly, just background noise, and then I heard a melody I knew, a voice I recognized, my voice. For a moment, my brain froze. Then my heart started beating so fast, it felt unreal. I ran out of my room screaming, "Mamá, papi, escuchen, soy yo, mi canción está en la radio." We all ran to the living room. My parents hugged me so tight. We were jumping, crying, laughing, all at the same time. It wasn't a perfect recording. It wasn't a big hit, but it was real. And in that moment, I realized my dream wasn't just a dream. It was my future, and it had just begun.
That is one of the most powerful stories I've ever heard.
Vocabulary you can take from my moment. I realized my dream was possible. My heart was racing. It felt surreal. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. That moment changed my life forever.
Repeat these. It was a once-in-a-lifetime moment. I knew things would never be the same. It opened a new chapter in my life. It changed the direction of my future.
And sensory details. The atmosphere felt magical. I still remember the light in the room. I can picture that moment clearly. Details give your English emotional depth. Dwayne, your turn. This story is powerful.
All right. The most important day of my life didn't happen in a stadium or on a movie set or winning a championship. It happened when I had nothing. I was young, broke, stressed, and completely lost. I had $7 in my pocket, literally $7. That's it. I remember sitting alone in my car, thinking, how did my life end up here? No plan, no stability, no opportunities, just uncertainty. But instead of giving up, I made a decision. This is not who I am, and this moment will not define me. I took that pain, that fear, that humiliation, and I turned it into fuel. That day, with only $7 in my pocket, I decided I would work harder than anyone. I would rebuild. I would fight for the life I wanted. That day was the beginning of everything. My career, my discipline, my mindset, my purpose.
That's breathtaking. Thank you for sharing that.
Vocabulary for your English, I hit rock bottom. I felt defeated but determined. It was a turning point. I promised myself things would change. That day shaped the man I became.
Use these to sound fluent. I felt a wave of emotions. My heart felt full. I was speechless. It felt like time stopped. I couldn't hold back my tears.
These expressions are powerful and very common.
Important days are full of details. Describe them. Sounds, colors, lighting, the air, the atmosphere, faces, expressions.
Examples. The air felt heavy and cold. I remember the smell of the old car seat. The sun outside felt too bright for what I was feeling. These details make your English cinematic, memorable, emotional.
Use this formula. 1. Context. I was at home, in my car, at work. 2. Build up. It was a normal day. 3. The moment. Suddenly, everything changed. 4. Reaction. My heart was racing. 5. Meaning. Looking back, that day shaped who I am.
This structure never fails. It's storytelling gold. Repeat. It was the most important day of my life. I felt overwhelmed with emotion. I still remember every detail. It changed me forever.
And now, full sentences. That day opened a new chapter in my life. It taught me something I'll never forget. It made me stronger and more confident. When English learners try to express deep emotions, they usually say the same 3 words. I was happy. I was sad. I was excited. But important days deserve more depth. So let's level up your emotional vocabulary. Use these instead. I felt deeply moved. My heart was overflowing. I felt a mix of fear and excitement. I was overwhelmed in the best possible way. I felt something shift inside me. My body reacted before my mind did.
This is the stuff real people say. This is what actors say when they talk about powerful moments. This is how leaders speak when something changes their life. And here's another strong one. I felt a fire inside me. Use that in your English and you instantly sound more expressive and more natural.
One of the secrets of great storytelling is using micro details. Tiny, specific memories that bring your story to life. Think of the temperature, the lighting, a sound, a smell, a little gesture, a facial expression, something unexpected happening in the background.
For example, I remember the exact smell of my car the day I had $7 in my pocket. Old leather, sunscreen, and sweat. I remember tapping the steering wheel with my fingers because I was so nervous. Those micro details, they make your English richer and make your story unforgettable.
Yes, because you don't just tell a story, you paint a picture. Try saying, I still remember the way the air felt. There was a strange quiet in the room. The sun was hitting the window in this beautiful way. These details make your English sound cinematic and emotional. Every meaningful story needs this part. Why was the day important? Most learners skip this, but this is what gives emotional weight to your English. Use phrases like, it showed me what I was capable of. It helped me discover my purpose. It changed the direction of my life. It became the foundation of who I am today. It made me stronger. It opened doors I didn't know existed.
That's the difference between telling a story and telling your story. When you explain the meaning, people connect with you, and your English becomes deeper, more human, more powerful. We use connectors and little reactions that make everything flow naturally. Try these. Honestly, and the crazy thing is, to be real with you, I didn't see it coming. I was like, wow, no way that was happening. I needed a moment.
These tiny expressions make your English sound warm and human, not robotic. And don't be afraid to pause. Silence also communicates emotion. Let's build your story piece by piece. Repeat after us. 1. Where were you? I was at home, at school, at work, traveling. 2. What was happening? It was just a normal day. I wasn't expecting anything special. 3. The big moment. And then everything changed. Suddenly, it happened. 4. How you felt. My heart was racing. I felt overwhelmed. I couldn't believe what was happening. 5. Why it mattered. That day shaped who I am. It taught me something I'll never forget.
If you can tell that, you already sound like a fluent storyteller in English. Let's get real for a second. Not every important day is joyful. Some change your life through pain, challenge, or loss. And you can talk about those days in English with strength and clarity, without sounding cold or too dramatic. Use expressions like, it was a difficult day, but important. It challenged me in ways I didn't expect. It taught me resilience. It changed me in a painful but meaningful way. It helped me grow stronger emotionally.
These expressions show emotional maturity, a sign of real fluency. Here's the trick to stop thinking in Spanish. Step 1, imagine the moment like a movie. Replay it in your mind. You'll access natural English faster. Step 2, describe what you see. Don't think about Spanish words, just describe the image. Step 3, use emotions to guide your vocabulary. Feelings translate themselves. Step 4, use gestures. When you move your hands, your brain unlocks natural English more easily.
Exactly. When your heart leads, your English follows.
Here are some native-level expressions. It felt like the beginning of everything. It was the moment everything aligned. I felt something awaking inside me. It was a defining moment. I realized what truly matters in life. I still get emotional thinking about it.
Say any of those, and people will think English is your second nature. One more time, the perfect formula. 1. Context, where you were. 2. Build-up, why it was an ordinary day. 3. The moment, what changed. 4. Reaction, your emotions. 5. Meaning, how it affected your life.
If you follow these 5 steps, you'll create powerful, emotional, unforgettable stories in English. Repeat. It was the most important day of my life. It changed me forever. I still remember every detail. I learned something powerful that day. It opened a new chapter for me.
Now full sentences. That day showed me what I'm capable of. It changed the direction of my life. It taught me something I carry with me every day.
Amazing! Your English is growing. Not just your vocabulary, but your confidence, your emotion, your storytelling. Your most important day doesn't have to be loud. It doesn't have to be dramatic. Sometimes the biggest moments come in quiet ways.
And sometimes they come through pain, sometimes through joy, sometimes through a leap of faith. But every meaningful day has something to teach you.
When you tell that story in English, you're not just practicing a language, you're sharing your heart.
Your voice, your strength, your journey. And that is what fluency truly means.
And we have reached the end of this episode. But before you go, don't forget to subscribe to Fun English Channel so you don't miss our next episode.
And if today's lesson inspired you, helped you learn, or gave you new confidence, smash that like button. It really supports this podcast.
And please tell us in the comments, what's the most important day of your life? We read every single one. They truly make our week.
Thank you for being part of this family. We appreciate you more than you know.
See you in the next one.
Bye for now.